It's a whole new season of The Larry Sanders Show. Premieres Wednesday, November 13th, only on HBO.
It should be called HBO. We can't even get Michael Jackson to sing.
It wasn't our fault.
What was he, sick?
He was
Because
sick.
I've got a...
I'm not a crook.
You want to know the biggest difference between running for president now and, say, 100 years ago? Well, 100 years ago, Dole wore jockeys. That's the difference. Actually, the big difference is that these days, videotape is much, much cheaper. Back then, no one could afford it. That's why nobody had a rare daguerreotype of Abraham Lincoln coming out in favor of slavery before the Civil War. If that tape did exist, mind you, if it did exist, Lincoln would probably turn up in commercials resembling something like this.
Last January, Senator McGovern suggested a welfare plan that would give a $1,000 bill to every man, woman, and child in the country. Now he says maybe the $1,000 figure isn't right.
Bill Roy voted for abortion once, against abortion once. But Bill Roy made his biggest switch in 1970, from Republican to Democrat. Now we ask you, does Kansas need a man who votes his audience instead of the issue? Or does Kansas need a senator who has the guts to stand up for what he believes?
Ever notice what happens to Nixon when the political winds blow? Last year, he said, I oppose a federal open housing law. This year, he said, I support open housing. Again this year, he said, I just supported it to get it out of sight. Which way will he blow next? On November 5th, vote for Hubert Humphrey.
Or perhaps your opponent's changed his position so many times, it's a virtual greatest hits of flip-flops. Now that's demonstrated in this Alan Cranston spot attacking his opponent, Ed Shaw.
I'd send the monks to Nicaragua.
Never in one place so many great flip-flops. And it's available for a limited time only. Because on election day, the Shaw song and dance comes to an end.
Shaw went on to lose. He then removed the two vowels from his name and became a New York City cab driver. You know, it would be unfair to imply that all candidates have the steadfastness of the SS Minnow with Captain Joseph Hazelwood at the helm. In fact, we found one candidate who never wavered, never waffled, and never flip-flopped.
I am J.B. Stoner. I am the only candidate for United States Senator who is for the white people. I am the only candidate who is against integration. Vote white. This time, vote your convictions by voting white racist J.B. Stoner into the runoff election for United States Senator. I thank you.
See, kids, that's why your parents don't want you to become a stoner. Marge Shaw looked pretty good in a bow tie there, didn't she? For 30 Seconds Over Washington, I am Dennis Miller.
Next on HBO.